Okay, I think I'm live. I think we good. My fault, y'all, for the delay in the conversation. My bad. Hold on. Today is not gonna be like the last time I got the news of me being demonetized, but YouTube has decided to double down on keeping this channel demonetized. Hold on, I'm trying to get some settings together, y'all. Hold up. Hold up. Wait. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing good. I hope y'all blessed. As y'all coming in here, man, please, name something you're thankful for today. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for health. I'm thankful for friends and family. I'm thankful that I have people that I can talk to. I'm thankful that I can eat today. I'm just thankful. Yeah. I see you, Rufus. Yeah, so YouTube decided to double down. We not crying no tears. However, I reached out to chat support and let them know that how I felt in terms of their decision, and I totally understand that we as creators have to maintain their policy guidelines and uphold those, uphold the policies and things of that nature. But over the last 3 months, I've taken great measures to make sure that I stay within the criteria, the eligibility criteria of being monetized. I've deleted, videos, my top view videos. I've deleted all videos that talk about anything in relation to LGBTQ or trafficking or feminists. 99% of the social justice warrior videos, any videos that had any sort of mild violence in it, any videos where maybe the commentary on said subject may be seen as bullying or harassment. I've changed hundreds of thumbnails only to delete the videos and change titles and everything. But obviously, even with doing so, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you won't miss something here or there. But man, I would like to argue that I took a very close look at the channel. So see what we have here, man. What screen can I take y'all to? This the screen. Okay, so yeah, y'all see right here, yesterday, 22 hours ago, they said that thank you for applying to join the YouTube partner program. We carefully reviewed your channel, Kingdom Reacts. Unfortunately, we found that your channel is not in line with the YouTube channel monetization policy, so we cannot approve your application at this time. Yeah, so don't worry, nothing has changed for you. This means you can't monetize yet. So yeah, obviously when I got the news, I was completely devastated. Mine was going a million miles an hour. I was thinking about grabbing me a little bit of, Henny, listening to some gospel music or something. The contradiction, right? So yeah, but you start having all those thoughts initially, and then I just started to remember how thankful I am and how I'm more stressed about not being able to maneuver the way I guess I've been able to in my recent years of doing YouTube versus now kind of having to be cautious with everything. But even more cautious. I think that feeling on top of obviously life happening, hearing news like this is just rattling. But then I reached out to chat support and I told them my concern. I won't share the chat. I won't share the minutes as they call it. But pretty much in a nutshell, I told them that. Ooh, see, I got so scared, boy. Y'all see that? This is how nervous I get. I got an email saying that a video cannot be monetized on on a whole nother channel, and my heart is just beating fast because you see that? YouTube, y'all got me over here crazy, but they was talking about a video on a whole nother channel, which, by the way, my other channel, my music channel as well, they said that they won't monetize that one either because of it. But anyhow, my fault, I'm starting to ramble a little bit, got a little shook right there. Anyhow, I didn't know why they didn't monetize me. So, you know, I clicked on the YouTube channel monetization policies and just kind of went over it. 2022, March 10th, they said, given a suspension of Google advertising systems in Russia, we'll be pausing the creation of Russian accounts. So, on ads, okay, so we move on from that. Due to ongoing war in Ukraine, we were temporarily pausing Google and YouTube ads for serving users located in Russia. Okay, in light of the war in Ukraine, we're pausing monetization. Okay, so I'm, you know, going past that, I don't really talk about the war in Ukraine on the channel or anything like that. In addition to that, obviously, I'm not in Russia, and of course, they give you the general idea of what it means to be monetized and stuff like that. So they say what they check when they review your channel. The main thing, most viewed videos, newest videos, biggest proportion of watch time, video metadata, including titles, thumbnails, and descriptions. Mind you, I went through all of my videos on the channel. Like, we had over 2,000 initially. Now we're just a little bit over 200, you know, so there's that. But I've been changing titles. I've been removing like a whole lot of exposed and owned and leaked and, you know, things of that nature. I've removed, like, trying to, how do I say, I try to use real pictures instead of like cartoony pictures or AI pictures to make somebody look completely bad. Obviously, I want to, in the thumbnail, you want to sell the video, you know, with some sort of excitement or facial expressions from the subjects. However, I try to remove any bullying aspect from that. I've removed, so yeah, in terms of my most viewed newest video, you know, I don't, you know, I really stay within the guidelines and you know, I really stay within the guidelines. That's really the thing. I'm trying to do too much. So yeah, say follow the YouTube guidelines. Guidelines help to keep the community a great community for viewers, creators, and advertisers. Anyone on YouTube needs to follow our community. Of course, I totally agree. 100%. Monetizing creators should know that the guidelines apply not only to individual videos, but also your channel overall. And I'm like, okay, great. But what they said that my channel, the reason why they won't monetize me though, is because of, hold on. They won't monetize me because of harmful content. Now, at first, I got demonetized for bullying and harassment, but then when I reapplied, now they're saying, you know, it's for harmful content. So let's see if we can find the harmful content section somewhere. YouTube community guidelines. Violates misinformation, sensitive content, spam, deceptive practices. Of course, we don't do no spam in here. We don't give out fake links. None of that. We don't impersonate nobody. Nudity or sexual content, we don't do that. In thumbnails, we don't talk about unaliving, self-harm, or eating disorders. None of that. We very seldomly use profanity. Very, very seldomly in comparison to most channels and within a niche. Okay, so harassment and bullying, cyberbullying policies. So let's look at this because that's what I initially got hit for. Examples. Oh wait, let me go up. Okay, content that contains prolonged insults or slurs based on someone's intrinsic attributes. These attributes include their protected group status, which could be, so much, right? Physical attributes or status as a survivor of, I don't even want to say that word, assault, non-consensual intimate imagery distribution, domestic abuse, child abuse, and more. My fault, y'all. Give me a little drop of water over here getting, a little dry. Yeah, but in my videos, I make it a point, especially since got demonetized, I make it a point not to go after calling nobody, names. I don't really go after anybody physical attributes. Like I used to, we used to do the Let's Go brand and all the other stuff. Took all of that type of content off. Took all of, like I say, feminist, most Obama content. Took all the Oprah content off. Took, yeah. Content uploaded with the intent to shame, deceive, or insult a minor. That definitely, we don't condone that type of behavior whatsoever. So I mean, we just looking at, their examples and stuff like that. Remember I said trafficking right here, the third one, targeting an individual making claims that they're involved in human trafficking in the context of a harmful conspiracy theory where the conspiracy is linked to direct threats or violent acts. Obviously, we don't make any threats here, but again, I removed anything in relation to trafficking. Any conversation about it, like I said, removed all of Oprah, removed all of the a lot of the Sound of Freedom, Mel Gibson, which are some of these videos that I reacted to are the same videos that are still on the platform across many different channels. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say and try to put anybody on blast for like that. But, I get it. YouTube, they're able to decide at their discretion when they look at the channel whether or not I violate any of this, repeating, showing pictures of someone making statements. Look at this creature teeth. That's so disgusting. That's something I don't do. I also took the Dan Bongino content off because I realized a lot of the content that he was doing, he would go in. He would go in, man. He would go in. Let me read the comments real quick. So, still demonetizing your YouTube channel? Yeah, both of them. Are they monetized though? Yes, these other channels are monetized. They still have this content. They've been monetized through the whole 3-month process, and it's still up there. I've done my fair share of trying to warn a good deal of people. Obviously, I'm not the type of person that just want to see somebody else fall. So I do put my people on game. Hey, y'all do what y'all want to do, but I got demonetized for this. I'm reviewing the video. I don't see me saying anything that goes against the guidelines and things of that nature. I've informed YouTube about this, and one of the things that I pointed out while I was in the chat was, if y'all notice, I don't upload on news stories as soon as they come out, because what I've been trying to do is, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I can just wait until I see some of my peers and some of these other major platforms upload on the topic and specific keywords and things of that nature, and then I'll go ahead and see how I do for a day, and then I'll go ahead and add my 2 cents in, just to make sure that I'm covering topics that are within the realm of YouTube. Obviously vetting it as well myself. So yeah. I don't threaten anybody's physical safety. I never do. I've actually, preached against this. And you guys know I give a lot of disclaimers since I've been demonetized. It's a lot of, hey, YouTube, I want you to understand I'm saying this and not this. This means this and not that. Yeah. It says posting an individual's non-personally identifiable information like a phone number, home address, or email, direct abusive attention or traffic word toward them. I'm sorry. For example, saying I got a hold of the phone number. Yeah, that's something I just don't do. Rating or directing malicious. I don't do that whatsoever. Not in one video, not in one piece of content will you find me doing any of this. And again, like I said, I mean, just look. I vetted the channel, bro. Like go all the way down. Like hold on, let me go all the way back up for a second. We have 257 videos, mind you. I had over 2,000, you know, at one point. But I mean, if you look, man, like it's no curse words. You know what I mean? Obviously, we got the word racist right here in this video, but it's for a Key and Peele sketch. It's a comedy sketch, which is within the guidelines and policies and everything. Like, so yeah, you know, just that was one of the things that I looked at. Got rid of a whole lot of like black and white themes. But these are a lot of videos that was in my earlier, you know, career on this channel here. But yeah, you know, red pill, explaining current culture. Okay, boom. See, here's a video right here that I probably got to get rid of. I'm gonna go and get rid of that real quick because it just got on my radar, y'all. See, just because it has the word feminist in it, I'm over here like, hold up, let me get rid of it real quick. Hold on. Let me get rid of it. Just because, I mean, it's a comedy sketch, obviously. You know, but you can't be too sure. Can't be too sure, y'all. What else? If y'all see anything that pops up, let me know. Obviously, this is music videos. This is somebody talking to, you know, younger kids, the younger generation, not necessarily kids. They're teenagers and young adults. Let me clarify. I guess I only said that because, you know, when I think of Gen Z, I just think younger. That's the only reason why I use the word kids. But anyhow, obviously they're kids to somebody. I need to stop hitting this table. But yeah, you know, it's just a conversation. They're asking them basic questions. Thumbnails that I've changed. Yeah, man. You know, this is just a kid talking about his experience in school with critical race theory. This is a kid who's talking to a teacher about how he shouldn't impose his political views. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should get rid of this video. I don't know if there's any. No, I don't look like any argument in that video. But yeah, if anything points out, let me know. It's bull, but you have to self-censor. No, I do. I just try to follow within the guidelines, bro. Like, you know, it sucks, but at the same time, like, yo, I'm a play by the rules. But it seems like even with me trying to play by the rules, it just don't work in my favor. But I can guarantee you, every video that's on my channel, we can search the video and it's across multiple monetized channels. Like multiple. The videos that I got demonetized for, the video, I don't know this particular time what video got me demonetized. They didn't tell me because I didn't get a strike, and then they just demonetized my channel overall. But the first time I got demonetized this year, yeah, the video that I got demonetized for is on multiple channels, and I got a strike for a video earlier this year that was separate from the one I got demonetized for that is on multiple channels. You know, I mean, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, you know, like I said, I had a lot of videos obviously talking about not necessarily talking about, but the dialogue was in reference to maybe protected groups, saying feminists or LGBTQ or, you know, social justice war, like, you know. But if you look across multiple channels, you see people using woke, crying, exposed, everything, you know. Nothing that I do is not within the realm of what I, you know, see within the guidelines, at least now. Obviously, I will take responsibility if I don't know if none of these things that I deleted are even the right videos. I don't know if there was either one of the feminists. I don't know if it was any one of those types of videos that got me demonetized. However, just in case, I got rid of those. Mind you, these videos are still on other channels, which means I've basically had to sacrifice videos that I don't even know, whether or not they were the reason why I'm demonetized now. But yeah, so they define harmful content as content that focuses on controversial issues that's harmful to viewers. That's what they said, what it is. Harmful to viewers, harmful or dangerous content policy. So we're going to look at the harmful and dangerous content policy real quick. It says, I got to get some more water, man. Hold on. Let's just scroll down to this part right here. The list below isn't complete. If you think your content might violate this policy, don't post it. This content isn't allowed on YouTube. Harmful or dangerous acts, challenges, and pranks. Extremely dangerous challenges. We don't react to challenges or pranks, anything on here. So that immediately goes out. But it says challenges that pose an imminent risk of physical injury. Dangerous or threatening pranks. We don't do any pranks. Harmful or dangerous acts performed by adults that have serious risk of severe bodily harm. So when I seen that particular one, I immediately thought, okay, maybe I need to start removing a lot of the content where maybe cops were running down on criminals, or maybe, I should get rid of videos that people are actually looting in the video, and so that's where my mind was at with it. So I'm like, okay, let me start removing all that content. So I did. Within the 3 months, last month, I did a heavy load of deleting. Of course, beginning of this month, it was a little more panic, so I got to deleting even more. But yeah, I took those precautions to make sure that none of that would be, I wouldn't be at risk of being hit for that. Mind you, the videos that I do show where somebody may be getting arrested or stuff like that are typically on YouTube. So just keep that. That doesn't mean that they should be monetized. I understand. However, these are on monetized channels. And then we have minors participating in dangerous activities, content that endangers the emotional and physical well-being of minors. That's when I got to thinking, okay, well, maybe I got to get rid of the conversations, obviously, that talk about kids, in schools in any kind of way, or kids having to defend themselves and to any sort of physical extent, even when they talking, or if there's too much aggressiveness going on with the back and forth. I'm like, okay, let me make sure I get rid of any content like that. But even then, as I'm watching and replaying the content, I'm going, I definitely think this is within the realm. You have a lot of stuff that's bleeped out and blurred, and I understand, but the same content that I'm posting on here is, I don't want to keep repeating that. I done said it enough, right? And now I sound like I'm trying to keep a slogan in your mind. Weapons content, we don't post weapons content. However, I did start to realize that I covered stories where they don't necessarily show the weapon, but you can see the interaction. You don't see any, graphic, anything graphic showing, but you may be able to see where the person is pointing the weapon in a freeze frame. And I'm going, okay, let me get rid of any content like that. So I got rid of all that, you know what I mean? But yeah, what else? What else did we get to? Instructing weapons content, instructing to kill or harm. I don't even got to read the rest of that. I don't do that. Explosive, don't show it. I didn't even cover the story with the when the cops went to somebody's house and it was some sort of the house, exploded. I didn't even cover that story for that reason. I didn't cover none of what's going on. I don't even want to say that. I don't even want to say that. Firearm, I just don't cover it. Digital security content, instructional theft. Come on, man. Don't condone it. Hacking, don't condone it. In fact, I've been a victim of hacking on the channel. People spamming in comments, I've had to delete comments. You know, I've as far as tagging earlier when they mentioned descriptions and titles and tags and stuff, I went back and hundreds of videos that I even went on to delete later. I'm like, okay, you know, I'll take responsibility for having maybe, you know, admittedly, most content creators ain't gonna admit this, but in the past, I used to be one of the people who used to maybe add another creator's tags in the description or the title just to try to generate traffic. You know what I mean? Just being honest, yeah, it's called red-handed, boom, boom, boom. Since then, I've evolved from that mindset and realized how damaging and how just disingenuous it could be. So I've since then far removed myself from that sort of practice. However, I still had a lot of videos earlier in the year that I didn't clean up. So I went through and started searching every keyword. I mean, I maybe even got them written down still if I didn't delete them. Okay, y'all looking at my diet list right there. Don't pay that no attention, but oh yeah, I deleted it because I had it up under here. But yeah, hold on, I got an email. Woo, well, these emails is terrifying. I mean, I am terrified. So yeah, what else do it say? Hacking, it said bypassing payment for digital content that shows viewers how to get unauthorized access to nope, don't do that. Phishing, definitely don't do that. Crypto phishing, I've updated all of my community keywords. I don't know if I can even show this. Let me see if I can get it. I just want YouTube to know, like, hey man, well, no, I can't even show the words because me showing the words would be me showing the words on the screen. But I have so many blocked words, you know, so many curse words. The word crypto is blocked. Telegram is blocked. Investment. I even took out Joe Biden insults. I don't even want to repeat. Obviously the basic curse words. Any sort of insults toward protected groups. I even took out the word stupid. If you ever wrote the word stupid in the chat and you wonder why your chat got took, it's because I actually hit up YouTube. I'm gonna say at the end of last month. And they told me that I was also responsible for the comments section as well. They told me that I was responsible for just pretty much how I keep the community. How I maintain the community and the atmosphere, the comment section and things of that nature. So, upon realizing that, when they told me that, I immediately was like, okay, I have content, especially shorts where people are extremely they find clever ways to insult these two particular individuals. So I was like, okay, let me delete them. Mind you, they's my most viewed videos on the channel, you know, millions of views, and deleted it. It was like, okay, you know, it's you know, if it's violating the guidelines, and I went on to delete even more shorts, even more content that maybe was in relation. I'm still comparing it to other people's channels that are in the same niche. And I'm going, yo, I'm deleting it off of my page because I don't know, but it's still on other people's channels. And then appreciate it. I'm finna hide that one too. Appreciate the update, Mike. I'm literally hiding that word too. I'm finna hide the 2 O's. Hold on. But yeah, I have never seen any content from you that was without integrity. This is true. I appreciate that. When does it become harassment? Ridiculous. I don't know. Like, I don't know. In none of my content do I insult anybody. Like, I don't even want to repeat them, but you know, I realized that I was doing a lot of maybe could be seen as potential slurs or comedic relief because I see it in so many other videos. But a lot of things that was in relation to Joe Biden. I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm saying this too much, or maybe I'm saying this too. Okay, let me delete. I don't know which videos. Let me start deleting all of them, you know, and the ones that I had sponsors or anything in. By the time I had sponsors, I already stopped doing it. So I didn't even have to delete any of my sponsor videos, thank God. So, but yeah, you know, but I still watched them and tried to make sure, like, you know, I edit my videos for the specific purpose to make sure that I don't say anything messed up. It's been a lot of messed up stuff that I done said. A lot. You know, I done took it there a few times, but I was like, you know, no, this is YouTube. No, that ain't gonna be good. And obviously it helps with my speech. I say and you know a lot. And I'm learning to pause a lot more. So, and also believe that I can speak better. These are things that I have to tell myself. Daily affirmations. Y'all get into it. Anyhow, I'll read some of the comments real quick. I need some more water, bro. I got like scrapped water bottles, bro. Yeah. Okay. Appreciate that, Rufus. I'm doing it right now. For real, bro. I don't even know what that slur would mean, but just because you let me know. I think no, I got sleepy next to Biden's name. I don't have the actual word singled out. Yeah, you did that. Yeah. Oh, I know you. I know you want to smoke today. I know you was waiting on me to go live somewhere. Y'all, Connie, she deserves all the smoke she finna give me today, cause I hit her with a cheap shot before the last live. Yeah, but yeah. So somebody said YouTube going after people showing truth. I still rock with you. I think he was saying. Appreciate that, Rob. But that's the thing. I can say on one hand, I want to say yes, YouTube is going after people who telling truth, but on the other hand, I'm saying because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, I got integrity here, man. Most people have been telling me behind the scene, bro, you need to say this, you need to say this channel and this. No, man, that ain't my thing. But I'm not showing anything that's not already on the platform that's on monetized channels that fit within the guidelines for the most part. I'm not saying, okay, for the most part, prior to me getting demonetized. Since I've got demonetized, obviously it took time for me to vet the channel. It's thousands of videos. You ain't gonna get through. You ain't gonna get through that in a day. But you know, I'm going for the last 3 months, changing titles, changing thumbnails, and doing all of these things. Like by the time I reapplied, I'm very sure that I don't have any content that's violating. But the same content is again being monetized. Okay, y'all heard me. You know you didn't do anything wrong. Just follow your brain. I mean, I'm a very accountable person. Although I did let the YouTube chat knows very specifically that I felt targeted, and I explained why, but it wasn't on the whole like, you know, the system is working against me type. It was more or less like, hey, you know, why is my channel, which is doing the same thing as over the span of hundreds of channels, and also taking a little more integrity, not throwing nobody under the bus, but just personally feeling like, just from my perspective, having a little more intention behind what I'm saying and making sure that I don't cross certain boundaries. And also making sure that I don't spread any misinformation or false conspiracies, and also let people know whether information is verified, not verified, alleged. Like, I'm taking all of these extra measures. I'm adding disclaimers in the middle of my reactions and my commentary and things. Like, I'm doing all of this stuff, and somehow still they just say I'm not eligible. Yeah. But yeah, you know, right now just depending on my sponsor, which has been a wonderful help. Shout out to Midas Gold, man, for real, Midas Gold Group, for definitely taking my channel under their wing and just providing some relief and comfort into making sure that my family is taken care of for during the duration of our you know, our contract. But yeah, man, like, I don't know how those channels are more or less demonetized and they make money elsewhere. Don't stifle yourself. For sure. I mean, one of the hardest lessons I've learned during this duration has been to, I mean, I will admit, if you've been following me even from my first channel, you would know I'm hard-headed when it comes to stuff like this, and I, you know, genuinely actually need help. I'm very hard worker. I'm horrible at managing things. If I'm being completely honest, I'm an extremely hard worker, bro. I'm just not a great manager, and I've been working on, you know, fixing that in my personal life and things of that nature. But yeah, I have to get serious about trying to diversify my portfolio in terms of my income, because yeah. For a quick transition, Twitter. I guarantee if you spoke left-leaning propaganda, you'd be perfectly fine. I heard a couple left-leaning channels got demonetized. I can't remember who. I wish it was. I mean, sure, if I can get some more sponsors, that'd be cool. However, I'm not even eligible to do that. This is why it feels kind of. This is the part where I got to be very careful with how I say this. I'll come back to that. I come back. You know, just because I got to be very careful with how I respond to this type of stuff. However, okay, so it feels intentional when I start to think about the corner that I get back then with having to delete so much content. And because I'm deleting so much content, although all of my old content don't get a lot of views, it also is very helpful for bringing in new viewers to, you know, content up to now. So I'm deleting content and I'm also losing viewership. At one point in time, I was receiving, you know, a lot of views within a 48-hour period to, you know, maybe like 2% of those a lot of views is where it led me to where I'm at now, which pushed me in a critical position, which is still my fault because I chose to do it. Pushed me in a critical position for any sponsors, because, you know, they looking at numbers. So for me, my logic was, okay, I don't want to upload too much. I want to be very intentional about the subjects and things that I'm doing, because I don't know what I got demonetized for. So, you know, when I submit to reapply, I want to make sure that I don't have so many videos uploaded and I'm going, maybe I get lost in the sauce and I at one point forgot to be intentional and let certain things slip through the cracks. So, you know, I'm been uploading less. Obviously, there's the demotivating factor, but because I have sponsors and because I have my audience and because I have such incredible people in my life and a work ethic about myself, of course, I'm not just gonna let the channel just completely die down. I'm gonna upload, you know, regardless. Even whatever happens, you know, I'm gonna upload regardless, you know. But yeah, it just starts to feel like, yo, YouTube, if I'm doing something wrong, I get it. But you know, according to what your guidelines are, I'm not doing anything wrong. So I will admit, YouTube was very, very gracious. I'm sorry. Excuse my terminology, y'all. I got to get more confident with speaking, even when I get things wrong. Anyhow, they were very gracious about responding to me this time. I expressed my concerns. I expressed within the chat. It didn't feel like a bot this time. I'll just say that. And I expressed my concerns and everything. I told y'all, like, hey, I've been deleting, you know, these videos, those videos. I've given out disclaimers. I've made no insults. I rarely curse. You know, I do curse every now and again, but it's like literally 1 out of every 15 videos. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a little water, y'all. Hold on. Make sure that I don't have much cursing within the first 15 seconds. So usually the first minute most of the time. But if I do, I understand that it doesn't mean that my channel could be demonetized, but it does mean that the ads could be limited on that particular video, which is understandable, but also within the guidelines. Obviously, if it's not anything talking about harassment and stuff like that, but yeah. And hit them up, let them know all that, and they said that they were going to take a second look at their decision. So even though they already denied me yesterday, December 19th, now they are, after having a conversation around, it says, the email was, so it had to be around like 1:30, 1:45 where we started having a conversation. I, you know, was talking to YouTube and let them know everything I just let y'all know, and yeah, they said that. Let me make sure I read it correct, because even me, man, did I get it right? Saying, okay, so yeah, they said their internal team is gonna review the videos and provide specific information based on my video. So maybe they're gonna, you know, that indicates that they're gonna take a second look. But then they also said that controversial issues include, I asked them can they define controversial issues for me, you know, despite me reading it obviously from their Google reference page. And they said controversial issues include child abuse. We don't talk about that. And again, I told you the lengths that I went through to take down all the videos that even reference the child and anything having to do with anything that may be deemed as inappropriate, slightly, you know. They said adult abuse, harassment, self-harm, eating disorders, domestic abuse, abortion. I took off. Oh, yeah. Okay. I took off all the pro-choice, pro-life videos just in case. You know, I took all the arguments about gender and, you know, what is a woman. I took all of that stuff down. I was like, you know what? I don't know. Even though I'm covering these topics level-headed and obviously with integrity and without the intent, any malicious intent whatsoever, I don't know. Even though these same videos are still up on other people's channels, I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, And controversial issues, they say, are topics that may be unsettling for viewers. For me, that can literally mean anything. You know, that can mean somebody who may not necessarily watch my channel or who's not even a subscriber goes, oh, I just don't like the fact that we disagree. And that's unsettling to me. So let YouTube know in some sort of way that he didn't violate any of your policies, but, you know, the topic that he talked about isn't even of a tragedy. It's just his viewpoint is something I don't agree with. He didn't radicalize his views or come at me in any sort of way, but because his views don't align with mine, I'm unsettled by that. And because of that, I get demonetized. You know, I don't know. That's the part where it get, you know, scary, man. I informed them that I changed the block words. Yeah. Hold on. He says, yeah, topics that may be unsettling for viewers. They talking about like human tragedy. They said this policy also applies even if it's just pure commentary and contains no graphic imagery. You can just be, even saying alleged doesn't work, apparently. When you just say, hey, allegedly this took place and that took place, allegedly these sort of things happened, and yeah, they're saying that doesn't even matter. You can blur things out that won't matter. And I'm okay, cool. Now I know where the mark is. At least I know where the line is, you know, that I don't need to cross. So now that I'm not crossing it, you know, what is my issue? And obviously I won't share any, you know, visual of the chat, anything like that. And I did my best to try to paraphrase, but nothing that I was told wasn't anything that you shouldn't have been able to find within the policy guidelines. So yeah. Well, because I'm demonetized for what I'm demonetized for, I'm not able to create other channels. Is that true for this? I don't know. I know when I was demonetized for cyberbullying and harassment, which I don't understand how I got put into that. They told me that I couldn't make a new channel because I would be attempting to try to get revenue on another channel, and because of the type of violation, it goes against that. Let me see. So harmful and dangerous. Let me see. It says, what happens if content violates this policy? Harmful and dangerous content, which is where they got me under harmful right now. If your content violates this policy, we will remove the content and send you an email to let you know. Okay. If we can't verify that the link you post is safe, we may remove the link. Okay. Note that violative URLs posted within the video itself or in the video's metadata may result in the video being removed. Okay. Understood. Respect it. If this is your first time violating our community guidelines, you'll likely get a warning with no penalty to your channel. Every email I get, y'all, yeah. You'll likely get a warning with no penalty to your channel. You will have the chance to take a policy training to allow the warning to expire after 90 days. This is something that they just started implementing. And my channel obviously received a channel warning before it received its first strike. That's what they do. They give you a guideline warning first. So on another video, and then later on, if you violate another video, a different video from the one that you got the community warning, you will get the strike. But yeah. Like we just read, my fault. However, if the same policy is violated within that 90-day window, the warning will not expire and your channel will be given a strike. If you violate a different policy after completing the training, you will get another warning. Like I said, I recently got that. They recently implemented this, I want to say like a month ago. Maybe it could have been a little longer than that. The whole, getting removed, because they had it to where you couldn't get a community guideline warning removed from your channel. But they recently got it to where you can, it's pretty much like a strike. You can take some training, and I still have my community guideline warning, no strike, but warning. And the only reason why I didn't take the, do the 90-day training yet, which I should do after this video, was because I was in fear that it maybe would make me somehow ineligible to get monetized. So I was like, you know what? Since I know warnings don't mean violate, but I do know the risk that I'm taking, because if I get a strike on a video right at this moment and I'll have to wait another 3 months to get monetized. However, if I do the training and somehow, because it's pending, it turns out to be that I can't get monetized because of that, that'll make me even more uneasy. Yeah, so I'll just trust that I'm not gonna violate any YouTube's policies. I'll be extra careful and very intentional. And in the 30 days, nothing happened. No strike, nothing. I was very intentional, and even warning some of my other YouTube homies who since then, one of them got demonetized. Telling them about certain topics like, hey, I know this is hot, but I don't know, you probably want to back off from that, dog. I've been over here like studying these policies like a guru. And even though I ain't the best and polished at them yet, I can tell you, dog, you probably want to back off of that. Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody here, man. Happy holidays. Keep records intact. You might be able to. That's the thing, man. I'm not the drama type. I don't like drama. I just like fairness. That's it. If I violate, I take completely and full 100% responsibility. I'm a grown man. I don't like to. That's why even in moments like this, well, up until moments like this, I do my best to just point the finger at myself. I look in the mirror. I go, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? This feels like I'm being wrong, but what did I do wrong to allow that to happen to me? You know what I mean? Like, these are the type of thoughts that I have. So it's hard for me not to take. I always live with the mentality of everything is my fault. Of course, literally it's not, but that's the mentality that I lead with all the time. Everything is my fault. My decisions led me here. Regardless of whatever the outcome was, I put myself in this predicament. Doesn't mean that I can, I understand that I can't control people, and I don't control or have any power over how people react to things and nothing like that. But I just stay in my lane. You know what I mean? I'm one of those if staying in my lane was a person, it would be me. You know what I mean? He said allowing it to happen and not moving elsewhere is what you did, King. Sorry, dude, but it's the truth. That's not the truth. I mean, I hear people every single day ask me about other platforms and why don't I, have a Rumble? And I'm like, yo, I have a Rumble. I've, posted it about it in the descriptions and things of that nature. And I've made videos talking about while I was demonetized, well, still demonetized, but when I initially got demonetized, I told you why I couldn't announced that I had a Rumble. At the time, they said that I could not lead any of my following to any platform or channel that generates, in the efforts to generate revenue. Not in those exact words. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing it, but yeah. So because of that, I had to put it in the descriptions and tell people, hey, check out the description. But obviously, most people don't do that, But I'm not crying about it, nor am I saying that my efforts couldn't have been better. Definitely could be better, most definitely, for sure. However, I wouldn't say that I've just, sat around and allowed it to happen. I'm just not somebody who believes in walking in somebody else's house and just thinking that I can just make the rules my own. I can have a certain stance and have a certain principle about myself and handle things in a manner that doesn't necessarily fit the majority, maintain integrity without being stomped on or being bullied, just without having to resort to what people think is the means to an end. I always just try to discover every corner I can, make sure I've exhausted every. Why would I want to, take this to the highest position ever if I don't know for sure that I've dotted every I and crossed every T? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what it is. JG said this dude is losing credibility by the minute. All straight talk on the vids, but in real life he is spineless. This is wild, like watching a house burn. I know, right, man? They lied to you, young man. A lawsuit is going to cost more than it's worth, and you're more than likely to lose. Think outside of the box regarding revenue. For sure, man. That's literally the biggest lesson that I've learned, that I've been explaining, That's probably the biggest lesson here. Hold on. Oh, I'm telling y'all, every email, boy. Just found you on Rumble. Appreciate that. Truth will succeed for sure, man, for sure. Yup, got all of that, Greg, every last one. This is just a starter. Imagine if Joe Brandon wins the election. Like I said before, Rumbles, locals. I don't have a local. What is a locals? I haven't even looked into that whatsoever. But yeah, I don't see in what way, shape, or form that I violated this. I rolled up before. I got some rolled up, but I'm gonna end up. I smoked it before, and I'm gonna smoke it after. But I heard about channels getting demonetized over smoking, literally. Imagine spending more time pandering to YouTube just to get burned again and again. No, kind of. You got to understand, like, I'm mature enough to and secure enough within myself for people to feel out of way. This is what I do. Why would I be upset at somebody having an opinion about my position? You don't share the same heartbeat. You don't have the same set of experiences. I can't, life is subjective in everybody's eyes. His man isn't my man. My man is my man. His standards of life isn't my standard of life, and I'm nor am I offended by his standards of life or how he defines it. You got those who like to get on the platform and do what was just done. But myself, man, I just have a great deal of integrity, and yeah, man, like words. I don't like to lean on it a lot. That's why I kind of just moved on. But yeah, he's entitled to his opinion, bro. It's just, I take it, I listen to it. If he has some truth in it, regardless of whether I liked it or not, I take it and I move forward. I'm not prideful in that way. I don't have an ego of that magnitude. I don't walk around slanging my all day. You know what I mean? Don't listen to people who want to ruffle your feathers. You're doing what you, oh man, it's all good. I listen to anybody, bro. Like, that's what we hit. I'm sorry, y'all just hit my microphone. I know that. But yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm not moving off my pivot. Dude, I have a wife, bro. Like, what's, you know what I mean? Like, I listen to advice from her, and I make sure I hold down the fort here, and listen to criticism from outside, and listen to it with an open ear. But unless it's some sort of threat on immediate threat to my well-being of my family, it's just worse. Can't you get a sponsor? Yes, I do have a sponsor. I have one sponsor. Yeah, you can be fine with it. I don't have to, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm always Mr. Nice Guy. I don't want to be the example of having to go. He said something to you, Blitz. Hey, dog, you just gonna let him do that to you, bro, in front of all these people? Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, you looking real. And I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, G, like, we so cultured to think that we have to respond like that. Like, nah, bro, you good. I'm good, man. Like, I'm good. It's true, I don't have the will or passion to keep banging my head against YouTube wall. All power to you, man. Respect. For real, wish you the best. Love your channel. Much love and respect. Being rude and negative doesn't take anything special. People like that are a dime a dozen. Actually creating, building, and doing does take something special. No way, your wife, oh, my wife ruffles my feather. She's like my ruffle feather training. She's the spirit animal of my nerves. Like, however, you know, it's all within the realm of what comes with love and passion and understanding that you have two different heartbeats and mindsets trying to coexist together. I listen to you every day, and especially at work. It really sucks if they got you this type of channel, but nah, man, I'll never stop. Yeah, I never say it won't slow down, but yeah, I'll never stop. I'll never stop. No, I mean, look, and y'all don't have to take up for me in any sort of way. I promise y'all. Y'all don't. Yeah, I mean, me and Lou, shoot, I called him yesterday. We the demonetized information partners. If something happened to my channel, I'm like, yo, bro, this happened to my channel, da-da-da. He called, hey, yo, this happened to my channel. Yeah, I'm going, I bet. Right. Oh, no, you good. You can do what you want to, you know, you do what you want to do, but just let you know, I'm good. I'm good. Although I guess I don't have a much greater I'm sorry, bro. I don't even know how to pronounce that word, admittedly. Being honest, right? Ego aside, I went to school, but let me make sure I pronounce this. Let me look it up. Defeatus? Defeatist. I got it right. Defeatist. Okay, nature, much greater defeatist nature than Kingdom Rights. Guess that's why he got a viral channel and we don't. Good. Okay. Keep doing you do. Don't let this clown get you down. I'm not sure if I seem like it. My fault, y'all. If I'm giving y'all the impression that I'm down, my bad. And I'm also not trying to do an extra job of, you know how people be like, I'm not mad. Like, those type of people really annoy me. If you really bother me, I'll let you know. The same way I have no ego about me not understanding words and shit like that. Shit, I'll be in front of people all the time. I'm gonna make mistakes. It takes a lot of cold calling and presenting yourself to unfamiliar sponsors to get a small team up. You stay focused as long as they are trusted and relatively intelligent people. For sure. For sure. I do have merch, but like, I'm afraid to even send that. Just look at the descriptions. Look at the descriptions. It got everything. Mark Smith, I appreciate you. Hello, I thought you said I pee in front of people. What? Sometimes my brain cuts off mid-sentence and I go to a whole nother. So I'll probably rewind this and be like, damn, I said that. Huh? Yeah, it's that bad, peep star. It's like I gotta say go to the description at this point. Yeah, man. But yeah, those are my thoughts, y'all. My food is here. I'm about to get ready to go eat. But I'm gonna say thank y'all for everything. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the commentary, all the support. And yeah, I'll continue doing what I'm doing. Love y'all, man. Stay grateful. Please go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace. Did this guy just say, did I say fetus? Rewind it. Somebody rewind it. About to eat breakfast. Where you at? About to eat breakfast. Joe, appreciate you, man. We got y'all. Appreciate you.